Hi guys, so it's time to wrap up the month of December and get, sorry about that. Nobody ever texts me until I start filming. Anyway, it's time to wrap up the month of December and start with a whole brand new year. It's not like, I get excited every time I get to start a whole new month. I don't know why. But starting a whole new year, I just love that feeling. I don't know. I love the whole thing, watching the ball drop in the new year. And it's just, I don't know. I just love it. I kind of wish the new year was in the summer though, instead of the winter. I don't know why I like that, but I just think we could have like a bigger party. I hate the cold and stuff, so I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go through what I read this month. It was a crazy busy month, as I'm sure I've been complaining about it. Where I work is really busy this time of year, so I felt like with work and with home getting things ready, I just feel like I didn't have enough time to read, but I actually got quite a few books, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books I think to tell you about, so I actually did pretty decent for somebody who was so busy. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and these are in no particular order. Sometimes I do them in the order in which I read them, but you know, I'm just not that good today. I'm just not that organized. So the first book that I want to show you is The Hobbit. We read this for the YT book club, and this was a book that I never would have picked up on my own. I didn't think I would like it. But I was going to read it anyway for the YT book club because you all know I love those guys. So I picked it up and I loved it. It was just, I guess it's considered high fantasy or fantasy. I don't know. And I always say I don't like that genre. I always feel like I don't like the fantasy genre. I don't like the world building. I just think I don't like that. But then I read a fantasy book and I love it. Like A Song of Fire and Ice series. Love that series. Can't get enough of it. But yeah, I don't know why I say that because I always end up loving it. So I love this book. I give it an A+, just one of the best books I've read all year. The next book is Fallen by Lauren Kate. Lauren Kate? Yeah. I'm just finishing this up while I'm making this video. Probably by the time it gets posted, I'll be finished. So I'm still kind of forming my opinion about it. I had a really hard time getting into it. Some people commented on the video, my #FridayReads, when I talked about this book, asking me what it, to let you know what I thought about it. I'll probably do a review or something of this book, I don't know, or mention it at a later time because I'm still trying to form my opinion of it. And sometimes it takes me a couple days to see how I feel about a book. But yeah, I kind of had trouble getting into it, so I don't know. The next book is what I'm currently reading. It's Jasper Ford's The Last Dragon Slayer. This is also a YT book club book, and they're going to meet on the 5th on Lindsay's channel, so yeah. I'm reading it right now, but so far I'm loving it. The next book is Forbidden by Tabitha Zuma. I really enjoyed this book. It is about a difficult kind of thing. It's about incest, about a brother and sister who fall in love, and they don't really have a physical relationship until sort of like the middle and end of the book. And I can understand why people are uncomfortable with it. So to me, the way the author explained everything and how they weren't really like brother and sister, I don't know, I didn't feel gross about it. I mean, when I stopped to remember this is her brother that we're talking about, then yeah, it was creepy. But I don't know, it's just a book. Didn't really bother me. I feel that I don't know, I feel like if they had been raised differently they wouldn't be in this situation, but I feel like they kind of just clung to each other and fell in love like they did because of the situation they were in. If you haven't read the book, you need to read it. It's really good. It's kind of thought-provoking because, like I said, of the situation they're in and their love and everything. So anyway, yeah, it was a really good book. I definitely give this one an A+. Wicked Lovely. Again, this is a book that I wasn't sure about, but everyone's read it, so I thought I would give it a go. It's by Melissa Marr, and I read Graveminder by her, and I didn't really care for it. I mean, it was a good book. I still liked it. I gave it, I think, a B or something. But it wasn't my favorite book, so I just didn't really care for her writing style. But when I read Wicked Lovely, I was like, oh my gosh, this was really good. It was a book about fairies, which I was like, come on, fairies. But it actually ended up being one of my favorite books to read this month. So I definitely an A+. Cannot wait to pick up the second book in the series. Really enjoyed it. So can't say enough good things about it. I love being surprised like this when I kind of go into a book thinking I'm not gonna like it, or if I read something from an author that I didn't really care for. and then they just blow me away. I love that. So it's a really good book. I'm glad I read it. And then another favorite, I just had a really good reading month, I just realized it, is The Replacement by Brenna Yanvanoff or something. First of all, I love the cover. Who doesn't love that cover? But yeah, this was another really awesome book. They kind of left it where they could make a sequel, I guess, if they wanted to. I don't know if there's a plan for that. You all probably know better than I do. But I'm so glad I read this book. It was really, really good. A lot different than what I was thinking it was going to be about, and I just really liked it. I read it pretty quickly just because I couldn't put it down, and it's not a difficult book to get through, but it was just different, and I just really liked it. So it kind of reminded me of what did it remind me of? That one book that we read, Velveteen by Danny Marks. It kind of reminded me of that because of Purgatory, even though he wasn't in Purgatory. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But yeah, just another really awesome book that I'm really glad that I read. And then I read 2 ebooks that I will put their picture in somewhere over here. The first one is Born at Midnight. I don't know who it's by. I forgot to write it down. But it's Born at Midnight. It was actually a pretty decent book. I got it because it was like free or 99 cents or something for the first one. I will probably go ahead and pick up the rest of the series if I get them for a low price like that, like my Nook, on my Nook or whatever. Don't know if I'll go out and buy the books because it didn't blow me out of the water, but it was a nice, good read. I try to read a physical book and 1 ebook if I find a deal a week, and that was just one that I chose because it popped up in my recommendations, so it was okay. And the other is Carnival of Soul, which I am currently still trying to get through, but I am enjoying that so far. That's also a Melissa Marr book, and I didn't realize that when I downloaded it. It was another deal of the day sort of thing. I got it for $1.99 or something, and I was like, you know what, I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I need to go ahead and finish it up before I give you my full opinion about it, but it really grabs your attention and keeps you wanting to read. So that is what I'm going to be reading in the month of, no, that's what I've already read. What am I talking about? That's what I read for the month of December. In January, I have no idea what I'm going to read. Probably something from my Christmas book haul. So that's what I read for the month of December. I don't know really what my plan is for January. I'm probably just going to work on the books that I got for Christmas. And I don't know, I think maybe I'm a hoarder. So by the time I post this video, I've probably gone out and bought more books. So who knows what I'm going to read in January. But I hope you all had an equally as fabulous reading month as I did. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.